Singer's Clubhouse. Gear, effects, tips and tricks. Your complete vocal experience. Oh, and Tom and Craig.
Gotta wait for that snare drum.
I was pretty proud of my little MIDI programming
I
drums
like it.
there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's like, how do I make a soundtrack sounding song? And I have no experience doing soundtrack sounding song or, radio
good to
show
me.
intro. How's it going this week?
It's going good, Craig. How are you?
Excellent. No fantastical voyages for you this past week, so we have 2 weeks
it's
in a row.
nice. I'm home. I get to hang in my studio.
Yeah, the weather's been appropriately disgustingly rainy, but that's okay.
Except for today, it's beautiful out
yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely nice out there.
But
today.
you didn't join us to hear that, did you?
I think.
Oh, did they?
It's weather report, isn't it?
yeah,
It's,
that's right.
It's today on Victoria's weather. We're going to talk about gray and dreary for the next 6 months.
Speaking of gray and dreary,
Tom, what are we talking about today?
Acoustic.
We really know how to promote our own products, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get into it today. We thought it'd be cool to bring on Play Acoustic, and you picked the song for this week.
I picked the song this week.
What did you pick?
I picked White Winter Hymnal by Fleet Foxes.
Cool.
It's a tune I do for my demos.
Okay, yeah.
And what I thought would be interesting is because it's got some very identifiable effects, like it's got great reverb,
Yeah.
and it's got some harmony, and I thought we'd start with just a regular preset.
Sure.
And kind of build it and show in a way how we build presets.
Sounds great. Let's do it. So we're going to hop over and just take a quick listen to the song so we know exactly what's going on, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to just let me adjust my YouTubes here, and we're going to just play this first little bit here.
I was following the eye, 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 was following the eye.
Okay, cool. So let us make sure that we play the appropriate bumper because we are now going to
Cue
analysis
bumper.
paralysis. Okay, so
Well
now that
done.
we have to have the bumper, otherwise we can't actually speak anymore during the show. Okay.
Okay.
So starting with this particular preset, we're looking for a big reverb, right?
Check.
Not that.
Not that. Well, let's take it out of talk, first of all. Talk. Okay, well, that's preset number 1, so that's where we're going to start. This is a preset with one harmony and a little bit of reverb. I was following. What does that sound like to you?
I would think that needs to be a lot longer and fatter.
True. One thing I have found listening to that song, though, we'll go over to the reverb setting. Aha, snappy room. Good thing you didn't choose that one. What it sounds like is it's very dense, but it's very immediate. Also, it's not going it's going and then blooming and then going away. So let's try something. I think it's also because that's way too big. I think it's also because it sounds like a plate to me. It sounds very metallic.
Yes,
And
yeah.
then the plate is the piece of metal that hangs in the older studios. That's how they got reverb in the old days.
I totally made one of those for my studio because yeah,
Got no-
hipster
no-
and everything.
You have no life. See, I'm just picking just one of these plates at random. So I was following. Let's put some more level on there. I was following the There's a bit of onset stuff with that one that may not be exactly perfect, but you get the idea. I was following the
Yeah, it definitely carries on for long enough.
Yeah, we could pull it down a little bit from there. Okay, so now we've got the reverb. We got the reverb part of it. What harmonies did you hear on there, Craig?
At least 2 voices, so I would probably immediately go to above and below, high and low. Would be my first guess. If I were to fill something in on a Play Acoustic, I would probably start thinking about adding doubling in there somewhere.
Yeah.
If I wanted to sort of gang it up a little bit, that's a trick that you can use is, like octave up and octave down, but really quiet. That can kind of give you a flushed out feeling.
Or if you have a voice type 3, you can use the choir. And
Yes,
sneak
yeah,
that on,
choir
so
can
it
be
sounds
in
like
there.
there's more people singing
For sure.
all the harmony parts. But I was following the I was following the
Yeah.
I was following the yeah. So that's right. That's those one above and one below.
Cool.
And this is one where it just kills.
Just
it.
works?
It
Nice,
just
okay.
kills it so perfectly. You have to play the guitar, of course. So
Yeah.
higher. Do you like higher? Do you like the icon? I think it's a bit sexist.
No, come on, that could totally be
Or
like
she's wearing a Valentine's dress or something.
it's a 80s rocker dude in a corset.
I was following. Could you do me the honor of holding the microphone?
I can hold your microphone and talk with the harmonies on like you're not supposed to. All right, so you play, I hold the mic.
I'm just learning this thing. Perfect. Okay, so we got to start with the So. I was following the Pretty good so far? We don't have any effects on the guitar, do we? No. Doesn't matter.
It's a pretty thin guitar in that particular example, I think.
So, let's put the harmony on as if I was using my foot.
Okay.
I was following the pack, all swallowed in the coats. Stars of red tied round their throats to keep the little head from falling in the snow. And I turned back and there you go.
Nice.
Anyway, you get the idea. I don't have to sing that high note because that high note's a bit of a bugger when you've just had lunch.
Absolutely. I think that it really sums up the...
Sorry about your guitar. You're Martin.
My $1,500 guitar. I just be whatever.
That's why I don't bring my Laravel in here.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's getting used. That's the big thing for me. Is it?
Yeah.
I have nice guitars. It's like having a Ferrari and having it like, at Ferris Bueller style in a rotating pedestal in your garage. It's like, no, you need milk. You take the Ferrari and you drive the damn Ferrari to get your milk.
I use mine all the time.
Exactly. Cool.
Moving on.
So kind of a related question came in through community chat. So let's jump right there. So the question that came in this week was kind of neat. It was that somebody was using the face flip on the guitar. Thinking,
Face flip?
Yes, face flip.
Oh, a face.
Face off. Was using a face flip on the acoustic guitar to try and prevent feedback, which is really good. It works very well for that specific thing. So Tom's just going to go in and show you where it is.
It's right here in the
body res section.
Effects. You go over body res and without opening up the advanced menu.
Yep, it's just on the top level there.
Top level, you got phase invert right there. And obviously your guy was testing it by going down into the menu and turning it on and off.
So the question was, can I put it on the hit button so that I can use it at will throughout a show?
Wouldn't it be cool if it said off on hit?
Yeah, exactly. However, the answer is no, you cannot do that because hit is for vocal effects, so it's that additive thing for vocals. Okay. But you can via a switch 3, which is our pedal that you can attach to the unit. Yeah, Tom will demonstrate it here. You can actually assign face flip to the switch 3. So Tom can run you through the menus right now about how to actually get that to happen.
Well, we'll hook it up first of all. And actually, I can't recommend switch 3 high enough.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I mean, like, using this product is so capable, but in a way, it's like using a product, like this, because you've got the little menu, and you can't really see and control all the other things until you get one of these. So
right.
For those folks at home, I'd recommend it. So let's go into setup.
Okay, so I'm going to drop down there. There you go.
So actually, let's go back. Setup.
Yep.
Go all the way across, which is what I do. You can hold to do that. And I come back to switch 3.
Okay, cool.
Now, in the control, you've either got, by default, loop mode.
Right. And
which allows
that's
you to
giving
control,
us
controlling the looper outside of having to hold the buttons and everything like that.
Handy.
That's magical. It's
for
wonderful.
Sure.
But your guy wanted to know how to change.
He wanted to do face flip.
Phase flip.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's one you'd want to put further out.
I agree.
So on switch 3 there.
Yep.
Watch this. Watch that loop mode change. I'm going to go boop, and it changes to custom. We'll go down here to
guitar phase.
Guitar phase.
Guitar phase.
So when you set that to guitar phase,
yeah,
and you're out and you're bopping around the preset and trying to hit it on and off, you don't see the indication.
Right.
But the feedback will be that much less.
Exactly. I mean, you're getting feedback. You push the button, and there it is. There's only limited real estate on the actual screen itself for showing indications. We do show guitar boost. That's another one we might want to put on there.
Guitar boost for when you want to take a solo. Say you've just built a little loop.
Yeah.
And the loop you played it quite loud, right? So you want to get over top of that. So the guitar boost is actually very cool.
For sure.
And that is where's that? That's up here. You can
there
see
it is. Boost. Perfect.
Guitar boost. So now we got guitar boost and phase.
Yeah.
What do we put on the last one? I sometimes like putting one button looper. If you guys have ever tried the one button looper, it's a way to get looping outside of presets and hit.
Yes.
With this one button, so that you can use other buttons.
So we'll go over this really quick. So it's press to record, right? Press again to start playing. Press again for overdub back, or all your overdub layers.
Hold while you're overdubbing to undo.
To undo, yes. And
hold again to redo.
Right, and double tap to stop.
which overdubs for a moment.
Yeah.
So
If you're already playing, you get a silent erase. You can double tap and hold to stop.
Yes.
If you are stopped, some people complain that there's a little burp of audio, and actually, we won't go into the whole way that a press and hold function works in any product, whether or not it's the fridge or the microwave or this. But it's basically impossible for us to register the hold before we register the press, and that's why that little burp happens. So there you go. Which is also an advantage to having.
Is that how it works?
Yes. It also gives you an advantage. That's why if you break out all 3 buttons on the looper, you get a dedicated stop and erase button, which is good.
You can get by with the looper with 1-button looper and stop.
Yes,
and
exactly.
then you can use another one, the other
sure.
button for phase or for boost or whatever you want. But also notice that you've got individual control of the individual blocks in there for your vocals. Plus, if you want to change the guitar sound, what you might want to do is like have micromod set to some sort of lovely chorus, so that in some songs you can change the guitar sound, because in Play Acoustic it only has the one preset, which we thought it was a great idea to keep it simple. We've gotten a little bit of feedback on that, and we're assessing that feedback, and we may have some good news in the next little while, so just stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's brilliant. This is a cool product. And, and speaking of gray days and everything like that, I thought that was a really nice segue.
Absolutely. Cool. So we're going to go on our merry way here and end the episode up. Just remember to send questions to the hashtag Singers Clubhouse. That makes sure they come into us via our marketing minions and all that kind of jazz, acting like we're actually in charge of anything, which we always like to do. All right. Thanks so much for joining us this week, episode 5, and we will see you in a week or so and such.